the concept here of Belev Echad is soldiers helping other soldiers, police members helping police members. This is the key or the secret of helping them growing up and starting a new life.
You know, but it's a new phenomenon in Israel that those soldiers or policemen speaking of their problems, of what they carry in within. After so many years, for decades, nobody spoke. It was unheard of, and currently it's all open, which is very good.
Which is very good, and now we are not talking about, soldiers are not talking with a psycholog or a psychiatrist. They are talking to their brother-in-arms, which is making completely the difference between speaking to a doctor and speaking to someone who looks like you. I would like to emphasize just a name, Doron Akiva. He was a sniper in the elite unit. He was seriously injured in Kalandia facing Ramallah. This is exactly the force of determination. He was heading this delegation. He is now a coach, an MMA, not for himself, but to train themselves.
So let's watch the story that you brought, Matthias.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for believing in me. Thank you very much.
Some miracles cannot be explained.
This is my cup of hope.
A glass for hope, another for life and for peace.
This cup of
They were all wounded by war, victims of terror attacks living with post-traumatic syndrome. This group is reunited for the first time, visiting New York, a trip organized by an international initiative called Belev Echad in Hebrew, or One Heart in English. Each with their own story, their own wounds, shattered dreams, nightmares. Like Arie, the head of the group, scarred twice.
אני התגייסתי ב-2005 להנדסה קרבית, הייתי...
I joined the military engineering corps in 2005. A few months later, during a mission inside Gaza, near Shajaya, we had to protect the positions of the soldiers with mounds of sand. On the way back, an improvised explosive device was activated. The explosives hit the D9 bulldozer head-on. A soldier was hit in the back. I suffered a chest injury caused by the blast and another in the head from the flying shrapnel. The doctors found that I had a heart and lung problem caused by the explosion. I recovered, got married, but the post-traumatic syndrome was too heavy, depressions and mood disorders. As a result, I got divorced 11 years later. But in the meantime, 18 months after my injury, my younger brother, Roy Acharon, may God avenge his death, was murdered in the deadly terror attack on Merkaz Harav Talmudic School in Jerusalem. I still suffer from post-trauma every day. The situation is not simple, but we are moving forwards.
We accompany them on the streets of New York, a time to forget and another to share, like in therapy.
I was seriously injured, taking 3 bullets to the body. But despite everything, I managed to respond to the origin of the shots and hit the terrorists. It took a few minutes until I saw the undercover police, the Mistarvim, and I saw the terrorists lying on the ground. I understood that the incident was over and that I needed medical treatment. I was covered in blood.
Hospitalized in serious condition for 2 long weeks, he remembers.
That day changed my life. From being a fighter, I became a wounded or disabled person. I understood that my new life was about to begin. But I remember Yazan, my brother-in-arms, a few minutes before the attack, he said to me, "Eyal, protect me," as if he was aware that something was going to happen. But unfortunately, I couldn't protect him. I couldn't prevent the attack. I managed to protect Noi, another female fighter, by taking a bullet for her in my back.
The donors to the organization are swept by the emotion and cannot help but express what they feel.
It's a huge honor for me to be here. I thank all those who were involved in this initiative. As a proud American Jew, and with all the pressure we're under right now, it's good to know you're here.
When we're sitting in school or sitting in our jobs, they're the ones who are in the front lines, and we now get the opportunity, if you're smart, to say thank you, to enjoy a meal, to say we appreciate you, we're here with you, we're here for you, we love you,
And to play sheshbesh with them.
yes, and to play sheshbesh.
Neria will be the only one that day to be his host. Belev Echad is more than just an organization. It is a mission for its founders.
Our vision for Belev Echad is to shut the organization down. The sooner the better. In fact, we pray every day that Belev Echad should be shut down. We pray for the era of Mashiach, where there's going to be no more wars and no more fighting, and all the wounded will be healed. But until that moment, we will be there to do everything in our power to help every single soldier with whatever they need. Belev Echad means one heart. Our community is one heart with our soldiers.
The Rebbe, our mentor, our leader, actually greeted these wounded soldiers, not these exact ones, but the Rebbe greeted wounded soldiers and told them, he looked them in the eye and treated them with the respect and love that they deserve and needed.
Madame Tussauds Museum in Times Square. Just like thousands of other tourists visiting the Big Apple, everyone takes their pictures with Hollywood royalty. Who are the real heroes, Captain America or the Border Patrols? So how does it feel to be a star?
It's great. Life is wonderful.
From the Border Police to being a star in the United States, huh?
Border Patrol is also being a star.
Border Patrol policewoman Raz was seriously injured in May of 2021. Her story is told in front of more than 1,000 donors.
A terrorist was heading for us and the checkpoint. The car hit us and I went flying. A few seconds passed and I knew everything was different. I was trapped under the wheels of the car. I heard shots over my head and cries of the injured friends around me. I was lying down and I looked at the sky, saying goodbye. Goodbye to my future, to my dreams, to who I was.
Then, 4 long months of rehabilitation began. Raz needed to learn how to walk again. She understood then why she had joined the Border Police in the first place.
On October 30th, 2022, my birthday, I finished my officer's training. And suddenly I understood. Everything is falling into place. I won, and I'm proud of myself. The terrorist certainly hurt my body, but he did not succeed in his mission.
This group gets to enjoy life to the full extent once again. Whether on top of the new skyscraper, playing football, at the Knicks or Nets basketball game, overlooking Manhattan in a helicopter, or on a ferry around Liberty Island and the Statue of Liberty. So symbolic.
May we always be free. May all those who are wounded in battle be free, and may every part of our body and our life be free.
Mordechai is a former Border Patrol policeman too. He was the one who saved his friend Raz and Allison by neutralizing the terrorist. A heroic act, but nothing is simple here.
I don't have any good answers for your question, but I feel responsible. And if I had acted faster, if I had reacted faster, maybe I could have protected my friends more. And maybe have even prevented this attack altogether, even though I think it would have been virtually impossible. I hope my life will not be like before this trip to New York, as it's been for over a year and a half. I want to move on. I have my life ahead of me. I have a wife and 2 young children to worry about. I have been given so much joy and kindness on this journey. I have to get better for my family's sake. They haven't seen me like this, and I'd like to be able to provide a better life for them.
Sarah was a paramedic in a fighter unit. At the height of the Knife Intifada of 2015, deployed in Hebron and the surrounding area. The aftermath or the images have not disappeared from her memory.
After having witnessed death so many times, I no longer wanted to live, like a fear of feeling alive. Each time I prevent myself from feeling things that remind me of life. I hide this fear with a mask to defend myself better. When you see burnt children, dead children, a child trying to put his father's brain back in his skull, and after seeing that, you carry that burden onward, it's really not wanting to live anymore. Why am I here? Why all this suffering? I wish that no one would have to go through that.
Like on a dare, she volunteers to stand in a street dancers show.
Guess what? You're still alive.
These stories also hailed by real stars, from actors of the hit Netflix series Fauda.
I must say that I also suffer from post-trauma as a result of my military service, and I have also played in the series Fauda. It's very difficult to live with this syndrome. It follows you 24/7.
To the American-Iranian international actor Sean Tube.
You are the warriors. You are the soldiers that keep Israel safe. You are the one. I can only say thank you.
To former football stars.
What you guys do, what you guys put your body through, what you guys done for your camera, for your country, it's special. So, really, no problem.
Wall Street is where Omer Levy feels at home. This reserve captain was seriously wounded in 2014 during Operation Protective Edge. His unit was hit by mortar shells. 5 of his men died before his eyes.
Now I'm walking where the kings of the world walk.
How do you feel?
It's an amazing feeling. That's where everything is happening.
And after your injury, everything could be big.
After my injury, I didn't believe that I will have the chance. I'm here. So yes, it's a
victory.
It's a victory. It feels like a victory.
A price they're all willing to pay.
Not only us, many fighters have paid and are paying the price. The goal is to protect our people. That's what border patrols do.
In the end, if we don't do it for our people, no one will do it for us. Israel is our home. Going on a trip, discovering, having fun in the United States is good. It relaxes. It allows us to release the pressure we are living under in Israel. But we must return to Israel to fight and protect our country.
Together for hope. With this organization, Belev Echad, and to quote a famous Israeli song, the dream is also to live.
Matthias, thanks so much for this story and for all the good work you're doing here.